Hi there, in this quick video, I want to talk about how you can create some long exposure effects with your DSLR camera. Now the thing is, drawing with light is really fun. In order to get these types of shots, here's a generic combination of camera settings that you can use as a rule of thumb. Put your camera on a tripod and use manual mode and manual focus. Lower the ISO number as low as it can go. Have your aperture at f8 and your shutter speed at 5 seconds. If you want to make the photo brighter, change the aperture to a smaller number, like f3.5 or so. Adjust your shutter speed as necessary. Most DSLR cameras have a maximum of 30 seconds as the shutter speed. Now, there are many different light toys that create different effects. Things that have been used before include sparklers, glow sticks, flashlights, mag lights, fire torches, RGB strips, Christmas lights, illuminated cell phones, iPods, laser pens, and of course, any kind of LED. So let's go ahead and get into some examples of how you can create some special effects. So the picture that you're looking at on the left side of this video is basically a scribble with the laser pen. In this example, the laser pen was stroked up and down the model's face. The model was very still. Be careful not to get the laser in your eye. The settings are 1 second, f3.5, and ISO 200. Okay, this next picture, these are city lights from a faraway distance. So you move your camera up and down, or from left to right, while moving your focus ring at the same time. The camera records the light turning from sharp points into big blurry bokeh blotches. And the settings are f6.3, ISO 200, and 55 millimeters. This next picture, these lights are little LED finger flashlights that wrap around your fingers. I had red, blue, green, and white strapped around my fingers and waved around my hands while running around my kitchen frantically. My body remained invisible because it was not illuminated and was in constant motion. I just randomly drew lines, but you can draw faces or shapes like hearts or words. Get creative. This was a 30-second exposure. Alright, now in this picture, this is just a standard long exposure of a fireworks sparkler in motion. Keep in mind that if you use a flash, the person holding the sparkler will show up in the photograph. Regular sparks from fires can also make amazing shots, especially if you go in and out of focus during the exposure. Make sure that the background is dark. The settings are 7 seconds, f22, and ISO 200. Alright, with this next shot, this is basically long exposures of traffic lights, which has always been the classic example of long exposures. For this type of shot, you must have a good tripod though. And the settings are 30 second, f18, 50 millimeters, and ISO 100. And last but not least, capturing lightning. This was a 7-minute exposure with the camera on a tripod. This is great because you can capture multiple strikes of lightning in one frame. However, because super long exposures introduce noise on the camera's sensor, you can help eliminate that by just taking a bunch of 30-second exposures, one after the other, and then overlapping the frames in Photoshop by using the lighten, screen, or linear dage add blending modes. Okay, so that does it for this quick tutorial on creating long exposure effects. Hope you learned some cool tricks and you'll go out and use them. Now, if you want to discover all my coolest photography tips, tricks, and secrets, then go ahead and visit my website by clicking the link in the description box below this video, and hope you enjoy all this stuff as much as I do. Thanks for watching.